When we look at the Houston Texans, right, guys, they're 9-5 on the season. They have the 4th seed locked in. They have the AFC South crown on their heads. They can jump as high as the 3rd seed, but they can't drop below the 4th seed. So when we look at the Houston Texans, guys, playing the Kansas City Chiefs on Saturday, what do we expect to see? What do we want to see out of the Texans on Saturday? Guys, the Houston Texans have been a very emotional team, right? This is a team that plays really, really good, i.e. when they play, the Packers earlier in the year, like when they played the Buffalo Bills earlier this season, when they dominated the Colts. You know, this team has spurts of greatness, but then you see them just absolutely poop the bed, right? When they played the Detroit Lions in the second half, they forgot it is a full 60-minute game. When they lost to the Titans 3 weeks ago, or how about this? When they lost to the Jets 6 weeks ago. This team is so up and down. You never know what you're going to get out of the Houston Texans. So what do I want to see out of the Houston Texans in this Kansas City Chiefs game? I want to see them actually compete versus a playoff team. I want to see them actually go out there and play a full 60 minutes and compete with a playoff team. Because when you look at them, they are 1-3 versus playoff teams so far this season. They lost to the Vikings, they lost to the Packers, they lost to the Lions, and their only playoff win, a team that is potentially going to the playoffs, is the Buffalo Bills back in week 5 when the Bills were just a complete shadow of themselves of what they are right now. Guys, the Houston Texans have not thrown a second half touchdown since week 6. Put that in your head. CJ Stroud has not thrown a second half touchdown pass since week 6. That is tough. That is tough. And on the other hand, they do have the 17th ranked rushing offense in the NFL. They have the 19th ranked passing offense in the NFL. They have the 19th ranked overall offense in the NFL. Guys, the Houston Texans have yet to dominate a game since Monday Night Football 4 games ago versus the Dallas Cowboys. This is when the Dallas Cowboys were all left for dead. Since then, they've come back and could potentially make the playoffs, so slow it down, baby. But I want to see the Houston Texans be a consistent team from point A to point B. Limit the roller coaster ride throughout the game. You can either make it a nice roller coaster going up, all the way till the fourth quarter, and you can continue to come up, and then you plateau. But I kind of want to see a bunch of ups and downs throughout a game. If the Houston Texans legitimately want to compete for a Super Bowl in the playoffs, they're going to have to play a nice, flat, plateau type of game versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Not too many highs, not too many lows. What I want to see from them also is life after Diggs. Ever since Diggs has gone down, they have really lost their offensive identity, right? They have lost their offensive identity because they don't really know what to do. As Stephon Diggs was not putting up crazy numbers, let's not get that twisted. He was not having an MVP year or offensive player of the year or even top 10 receiver type of numbers. But Diggs on the field opened up everybody else, opened up Tank Dell, opened up Nico Collins, opened up that running game. Let CJ Stroud cook. Life after Diggs. Can you put up points against a top-ranked defense? That is the next thing that I want to see. When you look at the Texans so far this season, they have yet to play a really, really dominant defense, right? Yes, they have played the Lions, right? They only scored 23 points. Yes, they played the Packers, pretty good defense, only scored 22 points. Yes, they played the Vikings, a pretty good defense, only scored 7 points. I want to see you be able to put up points against a good defense consistently. That is what I want. I want to see the Texans play a nice, consistent game, put up some points, and damn it, score a second half touchdown. Passing touchdown. So what do you guys think? What do you want to see from the Texans when they play the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend? Casey says, who has the most sacked quarterbacks this season? Oh, who is the most sacked quarterbacks this season? It's Caleb Williams, hands down, more than likely. Or CJ Stroud probably up there too, but I don't know. Casey says they need to beat the Raiders. So saying 6. What? Confused. Derek says, I like Nico Collins. If I played fantasy this year, I was going to pick him up. He was decent until he was out for like 5 weeks with was a hamstring or a quad or something like that. He has not been the same since, Derek. Laura says consistency would be great for the Texans game. Consistently bad or consistently good, Laura? Josh says this is going to be a 16-13 type of game. So slow it down, baby. Don't get all crazy on those points. A 16-13 type of game. And Derek or Josh, I think you are right. The Texans, what we looked it up, had the 4th ranked overall defense, right? Let me look it up to confirm. Yeah, they had the 4th ranked defense, and the Chiefs had the 5th ranked defense. This could very well be a defensive battle of a game. This could be a race of who scores 13 points first. Josh, you could be absolutely right. You probably are right. Both of these offensive are kind of struggling. Let's just be honest. But it is what it is. Casey says, CJ is my fantasy quarterback. Nothing but regret this season. You should have dropped him a long time ago, Casey. I'm just saying. Alpha Rob says, I want to see the Texans win. I don't care if they got a roller coaster of a game. I don't care if they can play completely bad or completely good. I don't care. I want to see the Texans win. Alpha Rob wants to slow it down, baby. Very, very few teams go into Arrowhead Stadium and win, especially on Saturday. Especially when they're going to be liquored up and going, baby, because I might be there. Never know. I might be there. John says Texans win 24-21. Get out of here, John. Get out of here. Casey says Diggs played more than just getting stats, but helped open up the other wide receivers. That is facts. Facts. Now they're doubling Nico Collins or Tank Dell. They're putting 8 guys in the box. They're just killing it, right? Alpha Rob says, but I still don't trust CJ Stroud versus Spags defense. Let me ask you this question, Alpha Rob, or people in general that are listening over here at youtube.com/man hour, of course, facebook.com/man hour, going into hour number 2. Who do you really trust against Spags defense? Let's just be honest. Who do you really trust against Spags defense? Now, lucky for you, Alpha Rob, and the rest of the Kansas City Chiefs haters out there, we're probably going to see a vanilla defense against the Houston Texans. We're probably going to see a vanilla defense versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're probably going to see a vanilla defense versus the Denver Broncos. Let's just be honest. They're worried about staying healthy and staying fresh for the playoffs. They're thinking a bigger picture. So that might be a blessing in disguise for CJ Stroud that the Kansas City Chiefs are 13-1 on this season. Just saying. Derek says, do the Chiefs care that much about this win here? Yes and no. Yes and no. Because, yes, Derek, meaning they need 2 wins to lock up that number 1 then first overall seed in that first round bye. No, because let's just be honest. They can drop down to 3rd at the lowest, but even if they are the 2nd seed, they would be playing the Chargers in the first round of the playoffs. And then let's say the playoffs hold face, the 2nd seed, right? You play the Chargers, and then let's say everything holds face there, then you be playing the Pittsburgh Steelers at home yet again. And then let's say everything holds face again, then you do play the Buffalo Bills at Orchard Park, which we all know that the Kansas City Chiefs own the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs. So I don't think they're too worried about it, but me personally, I would like to see Patrick Mahomes get some rest, getting that bye week, getting that first round wild card would be very, very nice. Casey says, is this CJ's first time at Arrowhead Stadium? I believe so. I mean, this is his 2nd year, and I don't think the Chiefs and Texans played last season. So Laura says Texans 24-23. Laura is saying the Texans win by a doink. Alpha Rob says, come on, Buck. You know it's 17 in Buffalo. I don't know what you mean. And Casey said the Chiefs will win 32-14. 32-14. All righty, guys. All righty. So when we look